They are an excellent unit. They're active. They know how to get themselves open. Pretty good combination right there.
So you have to keep a body on these guys by the basket. And one thing you can.
This is Sports coming to you on this Tuesday night. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Right now, the Pistons are back in town for just one game and looking to play well for their home fans. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
Kevin, that game defensively was an absolute nightmare. They went into that building and just got blown out by a very hot team.
Well, they didn't defend those shooters like they should have, and once the fans got into it and the arena started rocking and thumping and bumping, things only got worse.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Cleveland, Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Kyrie Irving, clearly a player who's dreamed of greatness from a very young age. Going back to the 4th grade, he wrote, "I'm going to the NBA," and he wrote it across the back wall of his closet. And while it was hidden behind his clothes, it certainly wasn't far from his head or his heart.
Jennings against Irving. Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. Smith. They get a hand on it. The drive by Love. And a wide open look for Irving. That falls. Great assist by Love. Love's got 3 assists in the game. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Cleveland.
And they've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And I think, Kevin, they really showed how important it is to have a strong bench performance. You go out on the road, you can't rely on your starters night in and night out. The reserves have to contribute and help them out.
I think we definitely saw that, Steve, throughout the game. They were really tied together as a team. Didn't make any difference who was out on the floor. You'll take every road game win you can, and they're happy with that one.
Brandon Jennings, you remember, decided to play a year in Italy right out of high school rather than to go to college. He was the first guy to do that once the NBA implemented that 1 year out of high school requirement for the draft.
And for Brandon Jennings, he didn't play a whole lot while in Rome, but he stayed busy practicing and developing.
Yeah, and it didn't seem to diminish his stock that much, Kevin. You know, you go back to when he was drafted, he was the team.
Oh,
get it! Oh, watch out now.
They couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop, and the slam dunk by Irving.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
And it's not just their hot offense here. I mean, they're playing very strong defense too, guys.
And Augustine kicks to Jennings. 11 feet away, and the shot is good.
That's a big basket. You don't want to let the game get away from you right off the bat.
And here's Cleveland. They're on a 17-3 run right now. Here's Thompson, and again it's Cleveland.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
Fader on the way. The shot's good from Smith. Smith's got his first points in this one.
Takes such a delicate touch to hit that fadeaway jumper with a man in your face.
Irving kicks to LeBron. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
And stolen by Irving. Here's Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
A turnover at one end and bang, a bucket at the other. There have been a few of those quick turnarounds here today.
Yeah, there's no defense for a fast break opportunity. You have to take care of your defense to set up.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Thompson. Cleveland shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. That free throw good from Thompson.
Shooting for Cleveland, Tristan Thompson.
And so Thompson nails both of them. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Stan Van Gundy had a moment to share with me. He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding, he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Thanks again, Doris. Poked away. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Pulls up for three. And Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist by Irving. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Boy, some would like to give Kyrie Irving the injury-prone label. I'm not sure if that's fair. Although in his first 3 seasons, he has yet to stay healthy start to finish.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Butler, he's checked in for Drummond. Jody Meeks comes in for DJ Augustine. And it's Bynum in for Brandon Jennings. Will it go? Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. Here now the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys. The Cavaliers #1.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be scoring well at the same time. This club is really putting up big numbers.
And that one's good.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
The Cavaliers leading by 23. James wide open. Another 3 for Cleveland. And for Kyrie, you know, he can play all 82, Steve, and put this all to rest, but when he goes to the IR as much as he has, it's a fair question to pose.
Well, that's what he's got to do, Kevin. He's got to put together a season or two where he plays, 75, 80, 82 games. Nothing else will put that label to rest, and it's just a matter of being able to do it. Some of it is luck, and some of it is maybe developing a more sound routine to help his body get through the year.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they've been finding the holes in this defense. That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Took him no time at all on that one. Thompson's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Cavs. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
And Waiters kicks to Love. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
Super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
And LeBron James gets it to go.
It's 12 straight points coming off three-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? They're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks.
They're playing with a purpose, guys. The big lead becoming bigger. I like the look in their eyes.
And it's on both ends that they've been controlling the action.
That's tipped. Nobody near. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Oh, what a 3 at the horn. They end the quarter on a high note. What a big shot.
I'll say that'll put a little bounce in their step coming back out of this break.
Monday, February 2nd, Marc Gasol and the Memphis Grizzlies take on Goran Dragic and the Phoenix Suns. Live from Phoenix. Be there.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second.
And they've done a nice job here offensively to establish a rhythm and a pace to this game.
And I like that they're finding ways to score, playing well here, Steve.
They've got Drummond. Jennings out there with DJ Augustine. Then it's Kyle Single. And it's Butler in at the 4 slot. They're the group Detroit will start the second with.
Well, the lead isn't getting any smaller. I mean, this is an incredibly well-rounded performance for this club on the road.
You know, that's the thing, Steve. To dominate as they have in front of a hostile crowd, really impressive.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as a team, they're shooting about 75% on the year.
And, Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
So Kevin Love is really a player who I think befuddles pundits because the numbers say he's a superstar, probably a top 5 player, but then he's never been to the playoffs. To that, I would simply say basketball is a team game. Individuals don't take teams to the playoffs. So despite that, there are some left wondering if his numbers are greater than his actual impact on the team. I'm not one of them.
James with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Here's Thompson. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Thompson's got 16.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. I mean, you look at the points. I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here.
And the dunk by James.
Wow, they are just red hot, guys, not missing a thing.
Sometimes you see a player get on a tear like this, Steve, but never an entire team.
Oh, that's blocked. Feeds it to Augustine. To halt the run, Drummond, soft touch off the glass.
After digging themselves that hole in the first quarter, this club is starting to shoot the ball much better now.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it takes a little while to work out the knots. I mean, they're starting to put it together.
And Augustine kicks to Butler. Count that one. Butler's got 4 points this quarter.
Now they're finally starting to shoot the ball a little bit better now.
You know, I thought this was the kind of play they needed in the first quarter, but as I always like to say, it's better late than never. His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket, and you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Here's Jennings, and Detroit again with the bucket. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. LeBron with it. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Thompson passes to Waiters. 3-pointer. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist from Dion Waiters. 26 points for LeBron. Poked away. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Kyrie Irving. He's right around 25 points a night, and whether it's been intercepting passes in the open court, picking someone's pocket, his defense has really been giving opponents major headaches.
Well, we know that's the name of the game, Steve. Constantly impacting the ball, harassing guys all over the court. That gives you a chance to win for sure.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Smith comes in for Butler, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Brandon Jennings. Knocks it loose, and stolen by LeBron.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale.
Can they get it? That shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good. Cavaliers have gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of you.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I think he was just enjoying the moment up there.
And pushing it up is Cleveland again in transition. Here's James. That's in there. Love with the assist. 32 points for LeBron.
Boy, they look helpless defensively.
Here's Caldwell-Pope. He's guarded by Waiters. Second chance shot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Pistons have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. That's good from Singler. Greg Monroe. He's checked in for the Pistons. Bynum comes in for DJ Augustine. Kyle Singler, a former second-round pick out of Duke, played his first professional season overseas in Spain. And Stevie's played consistent minutes for the Pistons to begin his NBA career.
Yeah, really a nice move on his part to get that development abroad, because he came back a better player, and he's quickly become a solid contributor at the NBA level.
Really left alone that time. And it's 7 points for Dion Waiters.
Quick hands on the steal, quick feet on the break.
Costly mistake to fork that ball over and then not get back on D.
Poked loose. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, LeBron James joining a younger team with the Cleveland Cavaliers. He said, we're not ready right now. It will be a long process. My goal is still to win as many titles as possible, but what's most important for me is bringing one trophy back to Northeast Ohio. Our city hasn't had that feeling in a long, long time. Kevin, what a worthy goal.
Cleveland's Flash Pro Championship back in 1964, boys. Thanks. Detroit making a switch here. Meeks is checked in.
And Singler is one of those value-utility or Velcro guys, I like to call him. He kind of holds things together because of his excellent feel for the game. He's got a pretty decent touch from outside. You love his size on the wing, and he's not a bad defender at 6'8" either. So I like what he gives you.
Here's LeBron. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, and unfortunately, their offense in the paint hasn't been a whole lot better. Singler, not a big-time athlete, but he plays hard and he uses his length well defensively. Got a shot to have a long and productive NBA career.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. James wide open. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 9th assist in the game now.
The three-pointer has been his best weapon here today, no question.
The D has been all mixed up, confused, bamboozled, allowing him way too much space.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And they double up Bynum. Meeks dishes to Monroe. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Monroe's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
That one goes. Count it. 43 points for LeBron.
Got a lot of momentum going with his own game. It's been great today and just as hot as he was last time out.
It's Meeks outside and released it in time, but it's off the mark. A down. As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
On the court.
Oh, my goodness.
How about that?
High wire flying out there.
That'll drop your jaw.
Well, he continues to light it up. He's the leading scorer in this game, guys.
And, well, Detroit shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Here's Augustine. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Detroit ball. 22 seconds on the shot clock. 22.
Back to Smith. The second chance effort. And Irving pulls it down. Irving's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Well, Josh Smith, one of the league's most versatile defenders. He's very strong and athletic. And he can guard either threes or fours, which gives your defense a lot of options.
Augustine from outside. Hit no good. but unable to end this run.
4 straight misses.
And stolen by Jennings. And Thompson sends it back. And they're able to recover. And it's Smith penetrating. Can't hit from 12.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
Boy, what a nice third-quarter surge they've got going on right now.
You know, Steve, never a better time than the third quarter in my mind to get the momentum going your way.
Here's Jennings. Second shot opportunity. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
It's a great play under the boards for him. And, you know, that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
Caron Butler is checked in for Josh Smith.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
But the defense isn't making them earn it. I mean, those shots have just come on easy, open looks.
That's good from Augustine. The assist by Jennings. Augustine's got his first bucket of the night. For Cleveland, they've gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Here's Waiters, and he's good on the 3-ball.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
I agree, guys, and the points add up in a hurry when you start giving up easy looks from long range.
That's good. And that's now 7 points for Brandon Jennings.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
Well, that's been the focus, Clark, as we've watched. I mean, they've created one chance after another inside. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, guys, the Cavs' David Blatt, the first ever NBA head coach directly hired from the international ranks. Though he grew up near Boston, a die-hard Celtics fan, he represents all the aspiring NBA coaches from abroad, saying, quote, "I feel a great sense of responsibility. I feel like I've got to do a good job." Kevin, he's certainly got the personnel to do it.
A roster loaded with talent, Doris. Indeed. Thank you. The Detroit Pistons, a proud franchise, of course, from 03 to 08, 6 consecutive trips to the Eastern Conference Finals. And Clark in 2004, the NBA title.
But the rebuild process has had its hiccups, Kevin, its speed bumps, if you will, some questionable free agent signings. There's talent there, but this team hasn't quite figured out how to come together.
Singler, he's checked in for Detroit.
And you look at the Pistons, some great size and athleticism inside, but they've lacked the high percentage outside shooting to space the floor offensively. Virtually uncontested. It's nice to be able to add to the lead without really having to work for it.
The drive by Jennings. Knocks it loose. Hit his foot. And it's being called a kickball. On defense, Cleveland. Nice shot by Singler.
2 points for Kyle Singler.
And, you know, for the Pistons last season, you look at the size and shot blocking ability, and you thought that team would be tougher defensively. But that wasn't really the case. I think it has to be attributed to mindset. Those young, big, athletic guys have to become much tougher mentally at the defensive end to be really successful.
Tipped away. And here we go. Cavaliers running again. And Thompson throws it down.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Here's Butler. Thompson with the block. James kicks to Love. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
It's Jennings with the drive. LeBron with the block.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers?
Their defense has been outstanding, Kevin. Closing out on shots, blocking a lot of them as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Here's Jennings. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Jennings has got 4 points in the quarter.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Irving attacking, shoots, and Dion Waiters the bucket on the assist by Irving. And that's 21 points for Dion Waiters. The Pistons shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Near the three-point line, it's Love. And again, it's Cleveland.
Well, another fast break bucket. I mean, that's their not-so-secret weapon.
And defensively, it's been a consistent thing here. They're a step slow every possession in transition. They've got to get back.
There's the feed to Jennings. Lets it go with the three. Cannot hit. Cavaliers go the other way with it. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
That was a heck of a performance for them offensively. There were some stretches there where it just seemed like everything was falling for them.
And it wasn't by accident they shot it that well. Their ball movement was excellent. That was the key to me.
And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And James throws it down.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
Irving against Jennings. Here's Singler. Drummond throws it down with the quick putback jam.
Showing us a little force on that putback, Kev.
Well, there was no way he was going to let that chance slip away.
No, sir.
You got to love his positioning. As the shot went up, he anticipated that play.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Cavaliers on top, opening up a huge gap. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up.
On tap next Monday, February 2nd, Al Jefferson and the Charlotte Hornets take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards, two Southeast Division rivals. It's the real deal.
And it's time now to reveal our State Farm assist of the game. Today, Steve, it's a big man winning the honor.
And it was a no-brainer. This assist was really out of this world. I mean, he had a great understanding of the situation and where the ball had to go.
We've got Jody Meeks. Monroe is out there with Yaredko. Then it's Bynum. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the two. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Well, guys, you talk about the growth of the game internationally, but different time zones can make it a challenge for other countries to enjoy the game live. You look at China, for instance, a growing market for the game, but they're 12 hours ahead of East Coast time and 15 hours ahead of the West Coast. But if you're a junkie for hoops, I guess you'll adjust to the time zone.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Good on the shot. 10 points for Kevin Love.
Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
Waiters gets a wide open look. He goes up again, and there's the nice layup by Love. Love's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
And Commissioner Silver raising the possibility that the NBA might consider tweaking starting times to reach more people in China.
Well, tough to make that work. I mean, I think a featured set game on the West Coast could translate to a Sunday morning matinee in China. So that might be the best way to do it.
It's Bynum with the drive. Meeks passes to Bynum. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. The pull-up. And, yep, couple bounces, and it falls. Irving's got 23 points.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Here's Bynum. And that time, also a missed shot.
Their offense seems completely out of sync here. They're on the wrong end of a big run.
And then at the other end, it's been bucket after bucket after bucket, giving up a huge run here.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number one, they're ahead.
And blocked. Pass to Love. Fires from deep. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And his confidence has come back since halftime after really a rough first 2 quarters.
Monroe against Thompson. It's blocked. And it's Waiters at the elbow. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Wow, what an incredible run they're on. This is as good an offense as you will see.
Well, every single guy on the floor right now just feeling it.
Monroe dishes to Caldwell Pope. Kicks to Bynum. Thompson with the block. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And finished off by LeBron.
Boy, they've been so sound offensively in the second half. I love the way they're playing.
Yeah, there's really no comparison in the shooting percentages between the teams since the break.
And Thompson kicks to Love. And another three for Cleveland.
Boy, I'll tell you what, since the beginning of the fourth quarter, the three-point shot has really just been there for them. Everything's falling.
Yeah, the touch from downtown is right on point.
Fires the three. And another three for Cleveland.
Well, they continue to be sloppy with the ball, and they're shooting themselves in the foot right now.
Yeah, it's hard enough to win in this league, Steve. I mean, you can't afford careless mistakes if you're going to be a winning team.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Shoots the three. And again, it's Kevin Love with the triple. Love's got 26.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Intercepted. And now the Pistons fast break. Bynum with the ball. Here's Jerebko. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
And so it's Cleveland with it. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And that one's good. 26 points for Kyrie Irving.
And we've seen a few mix-ups defensively out there on the perimeter.
More than a few. I mean, the open looks they've allowed from long range have turned into a lot of points.
Monroe, no good.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
And if their last 5 makes, all have been from long range.
Yeah, and the defense has not done a good job of pressing in and denying. I mean, they're hanging back, playing on their heels. They're not being the aggressors here, and the offense is taking advantage of it.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for Cleveland.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year, so tonight we'll make it 46.
And they're going to get the second game between these two clubs just like they took the first. This will put them up 2-0 with 2 games left to play in their season series against the Pistons.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for James. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket just seems to be incredibly wide.
Ball's knocked loose. It's Bynum with the drive. They need this, and that one's good. Drummond. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Thompson with it. Now Bynum defending. And again, Tristan Thompson.
Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
And here we go. Love heading to the hoop. The floater, and it's LeBron missing. Pistons shooting a meager 37% for the game. Drummond with a screen on James. A good look for Singler. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
LeBron outside, and stolen by Drummond. Here's Bynum. It's off. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sidelines.
Kevin, you guys